let's talk about the Indian rupee. It is under immense pressure. The rupee is hovering near record lows against the US dollar. $1 is worth almost 89 Indian rupees. And that's been the story this year, really. It's been a tough year for the Indian currency. In the month of May, the rupee became Asia's worst performing currency. At that time, it was trading near 85 to the dollar. Now it is close to 89. So this is a steeper fall, and it appears inconsistent with the bigger picture. Globally, the strength of the US dollar is being tested. At the same time, India remains the world's fastest growing major economy. So why is the Indian currency sliding? Tonight, we'll try to break it down for you. There are two parts to this story, the short-term pressures and the long-term challenges. In the short term, the tariffs have hit the rupee. The 50% Trump tariff, it has slashed the demand for Indian exports. When you export to the United States, you get paid in the US dollar. So fewer exports mean fewer dollars coming into India. And when the dollar inflow falls, the rupee weakens. So that's one factor. Now, beyond exports, two more factors are influencing the price of the rupee. One is the exodus of foreign investors from Indian stocks. They're pulling their investments out of India. Look at the numbers this year. So far, foreign investors have withdrawn more than ₹1 trillion this year. And every time these investors exit, they convert rupees into dollars. So that adds to the pressure. Plus, gold imports are also rising in India. Indian jewelers are importing more gold. The demand for the yellow metal has tripled in the run-up to this festive season. And every time you import gold into India, you use the US dollar to pay for it. That increases the demand for the dollar, and it reduces the value of the rupee. So these are the short-term factors driving the rupee's fall. But there are deeper long-term challenges as well. Now, we know that the Indian economy is looking strong. The GDP grew at 7.8% from April to June. That's the first quarter of this financial year. Very good numbers. Core sectors are expanding at double-digit rates. I'm talking about sectors like steel, coal, cement. These sectors are indicators of economic growth. And when they grow, it usually means that more investment is coming in areas like infrastructure. And all these sectors are looking good at this point. So if you join the dots, you'll see that India's economy is doing good. Then why is the Indian rupee weakening? Because currencies do not move on growth numbers alone. They are influenced by several other factors like trade inflows, investor confidence, and global politics. Today, the outlook for India is more challenging. The exodus of investors is hurting confidence. Exports are already under pressure. And last week, Trump went after the H-1B visa. This has added another layer of stress. It impacts two critical pillars of the Indian economy, services and remittances. Services account for more than half of India's GDP. H-1B visas helped Indian companies win outsourcing contracts. They opened doors for foreign business deals. At the same time, Indian workers in the US sent money back home. In fact, remittances remain a major source of dollar inflows. But Trump's visa move has weakened both these channels. Services face new uncertainty, and remittances could take a hit. If these challenges stay, the rupee would remain under sustained pressure. India's Reserve Bank is trying to contain the fall. That's our central bank, the RBI. It has made interventions in the open market. It has tried to defend the rupee. But until investor confidence improves, the rupee will face pressure. Plus, more global uncertainty would make the RBI's job harder. So strong growth may not be enough. The policy swings in Washington and the chaos in global trade directly hurt the Indian currency.
Firstpost now available in 9 languages on YouTube. English,
Stands at $36 trillion.
French,
Le FMI, comme
German,
Geschäftsführenden Direktor,
Hindi,
$30 trillion kakarjo.
Indonesian,
Pemerintah tanpa pemeriksaan.
Italian,
Sekali radikali.
Japanese,
$4 trilhões.
Portuguese,
Por causa do próprio balanço patrimonial.
Spanish.
Beautiful bill.
Go to Settings, click on Audio Track and select a language of your choice. Be the first to know what's happening around you in your first language. Firstpost.